When most of us talk about Coca-Cola stock, we think of Warren Buffett. You guys know the stock market's most successful investor and how he built a lot of the wealth he has right now investing in Coca-Cola stocks at the time. But as much light as Warren Buffett has shed on Coca-Cola stocks and looking at how globally massive they are right now, is Coca-Cola stock a good buy still? Well, in this video right here, we're going to be discussing just that. We're going to be looking at Coca-Cola stocks in the FTSE 100 over here in the UK's London Stock Exchange. But first, can you guys smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. It's the only way of telling me you guys are liking these videos that I'm releasing every Sunday at 3 PM. Back onto is Coca-Cola stock a good buy? First things first, it's important to stress that there's so many Coca-Cola stocks to invest in globally. In this video specifically, we're going to be talking about the FTSE 100 Coca-Cola stock over here in the UK's London Stock Exchange with the ticker symbol CCH.L. Right now, at this time of recording, its share price is roughly £18.50 per share. Now, I think this is a bit pricey, but considering how globally massive Coca-Cola is and the longevity of the stock, it could be much pricier, guys. And it shows in the PE ratio, guys, because right now they have a PE ratio of 13. And for a stock of Coca-Cola's size, this is really low. But let's see the real story, which is actually in the financial documents. Let's check out the balance sheet. You can see that Coca-Cola here have just enough short-term assets to cover their short-term liabilities. And even though it might be a completely different story for their long-term counterparts, from a first glance, it might seem like they've got a lot of long-term assets, you know, because the total is about 5.1 billion compared to their long-term liabilities, which is 2.8 billion. So they should be technically comfortable to cover their liabilities, but don't be fooled, guys. Coca-Cola know what they're doing, and it's in this section right here. The goodwill and intangible assets are effectively intangible valuations, like the brand value, for example, that really don't have a true financial representation, but yet give companies like Coca-Cola stock the opportunity to add figures in these sections specifically to enhance their financial documents. Or even worse, guys, paint over the cracks of what the stock might actually have. In this case, Coca-Cola was doing the former rather than the latter, which still poses an issue, because when you take the goodwill out and the intangible assets out, so hence you're seeing the true balance sheet, you'll notice that it's not as impressive as it initially looked, guys, because the long-term assets now reduced by 2.1 billion, because the goodwill and intangible assets have been taken out, guys. So instead of it being 5.1 billion, it now becomes 3 billion. And when you compare this to the total long-term liabilities of 2.8 billion, you'll see that you're in the same boat as the short-term counterparts. You're just about able to cover it. This is a perfect example where you should take into consideration goodwill and intangible assets on a balance sheet, because they can really distort the figures on that financial document. But onto the income statement. You guys know what I look for when it comes to this financial document right here. I want to see consistent growth with the revenue and also the profit too. And to be honest with you, Coca-Cola did not disappoint in that region. Now, granted, I didn't get to see everything that I wanted to see. You guys know how I also like to see costs decreasing throughout the years as well. But still, for a stock of Coca-Cola's size, they've done a pretty decent job at keeping their costs controlled throughout the years, guys. It's just impressive to see for how long Coca-Cola has been going for. They still have that willingness to grow, guys. It's a good gesture and can help you in answering that big question. Is Coca-Cola stock a good buy? But let's see what the cash flow statement is actually about. Their net operating activities has been increasing throughout the years. This is great news, guys, because it shows that for as long as Coca-Cola has been there, the business model is still making a profit at the end of the year. And when you also look at their net investing activities, it's getting more and more negative, which is also great news as well, because it shows it's another good sign that they have a big eagerness to want to grow even up till now. Now, their net financing activities, now that's been all over the place, guys, with the most recent result being positive. So this shows that they're willing to take out more loans, more debt from their investors and debtors rather than actually paying them off, which makes you wonder, why are they doing that? Don't they have enough money to go about doing their daily duties on their own? But back onto the question, is Coca-Cola stock a good buy? I actually think it is, guys, because you know what you're getting with this stock. You're buying into a well-established company that is even still looking up to grow up to now and probably won't go anywhere anytime soon. Now, granted, you can probably find stocks that have more growth at a faster rate But what you're getting with this stock is consistent growth. And for some investors, this is all that they aim for. I mean, just focus on the dividend yield of the last recent years. It's got a general trajectory of upwards, which is always a good sign. Also focusing on the current pandemic year, 2020, they've still been able to pretty much meet the same dividend yield as they did last year. To me, this just screams out consistency. With this stock, you really know what you're getting. And for a lot of investors, that's all that they might care for. But let me know down below what you guys think on this Coca-Cola stock. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video, share it too, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. It's your favorite YouTuber guys, Dear Sloan and Finance, sharing my thoughts and my experiences with you guys every Sunday at 3 p.m. Have a great day, people. Bye.